Hey everybody, today we are going to be talking about the Grim Reaper and an alien girl and what would happen if they gave birth. Now, I had to use a little bit of cheating and a mod, which is Wicked Whims, because when you add the Grim Reaper to your family, you can't woohoo. It's just something that you can't do. So, what I did was I used the Wicked Whims mod. Obviously, we're not going to be showing that here. And I enabled pregnancy for our awesome alien girl. And then they got pregnant. And that's really what happened. And I just really wanted to say that he is like literally the best husband ever. Like, honestly, like he's cooking and baking cakes for her. He took care of her throughout the pregnancy. And this was literally probably one of my like top 3 gameplays that I ever had all of my years playing Sims. So I was really, really impressed with that. But I was really curious because I saw a couple of people on TikTok having babies with the Grim Reaper, and then they had like all these little like smoky, floaty feet. And I was like, oh, what would happen if you had like an alien and the Grim Reaper would be like a smoky, floaty little alien? So that's what we're going to find out today. But I want to say just one thing really clearly. This relationship between these two was just insanely wholesome. Like the whole entire thing just made me happy. There was literally no drama at all, and they just both took care of each other. She had an amazing pregnancy, and it's not really something that you would expect from the Grim Reaper, although I think he does get a bad rap. Like it's literally like his life's duty to just like have the dead depart from this world, and everybody always makes him out to be like bad. So as you can see with the little icon that popped up, it says quickie with a hottie. That's what we did to get here. But I did have them, become in a relationship and then use the cheat to make them married by adding him to the family and then changing the relationship status in cast. So that wasn't really too hard to do. There were discussions on Reddit about this too, about like whether or not you can or why can't you have him make babies without mods. And I really don't know, because it's been just like a really fantastic gameplay. So anyways, they're just chatting it up. That's all they do is like play video games, chat and hug, and it's just like the best thing ever. I'm so serious, you guys. And we're gonna see in a bit like what happens with the babies, but it's just super amazing. I know that in terms of his traits, it says that he's a slob, but honestly, besides from like passing gas once in a while, he's always cleaning up after her. Like he's so sweet. Like it was just so amazing. So I'm sorry, I'm just like rambling on, but I was really curious about this, and I actually enjoyed the gameplay, not just trying to figure out what the big surprise was going to be. But I don't know, like a lot of drama happened, so like we're just gonna try to get into that. But anyways, she's here just enjoying her pregnancy, and she's a vegetarian. I kind of just randomize traits sometimes for Sims just to make it a little more interesting, because I tend to like pick what I would pick and then it gets a bit boring. And same with the decor, which with their decor, I wanted it to feel like she moved into his house, which was like gloomy and dark, and then she added her little alien girl touch, so it was really amazing. But this right here is where the drama happens. Like, he's asleep, and I wanted to speed up the labor. So I know a lot of us do that when we want our Sims to hurry and the fuck up and get to the point of something. We just have them go to bed so it can like speed up time. If you use cheats to speed up the time, sometimes they're in a lot of distress. So, anyways, she's waking up and she has to pee really badly, right? And this was not planned. This part of this, I didn't do anything, but he was abducted by aliens. And that has never happened to me in terms of having a male sim be abducted. And I understand that only men can have babies in Sims when you are abducted by an alien. And that's fucking exactly what happens here. And it was not planned. Like, people on Reddit said that there's mods for that and like cheats. I literally have no idea how to do that. So but I try to keep you guys like engaged with the gameplay without getting too choppy, so you can see she's empathizing him, right, by the way, doing that. But now they're both expecting, and it's kind of weird because I wish intelligently, since she's an alien, she would know what's going on and kind of tell them about this, because for the moodlets for Sims, when they're pregnant, when they're impregnated by an alien, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They're just like, I'm having these weird pains and I'm gaining weight and I don't know what's happening here. It's like, it's yeah, it's like a weird tummy ache. So I wish somehow in a perfect world that you would be able to like, you know, talk to your partner about that. Like, hey, I'm an alien and this is what we do in my society. Like, the men get pregnant. So this is what's happening to you since you were like obviously fucking abducted. You think that there would be discussion about that. So I don't know. I know it's like getting too involved, but it's something that I would really enjoy, to be honest. So now his tummy's getting all plump and pudgy and he still doesn't know what the hell's going on. And every time it would glow like this, I was like, is this the, like, not at this point, but like a little after, once he's obviously like in the third trimester, because there's no indication like there is for the female Sims. When you're pregnant, it gives you like a duration of how long you'll be in that trimester up until you're in labor, and what she is in right now, speaking of being in labor. So it was like this big suspense, you know, for the entire thing. So for her, she ended up going into the bathroom, which a lot of my Sims do when they give birth at home, and it's super annoying. But I was like saving every 10 seconds because she had a baby. I've had the babies taken away from Child Protective Services before because they wake up like hungry and their diaper has to be changed. So we named her Serenity. I had to change her name to Reaper. I didn't do that. But they had like all these different names, and I was like, Serenity reminded me of Firefly, so I kept it. And then she had a boy as well. She had twins. Like, I did not do anything to push for twins, so I was so excited about that. So then we gave him his name, and his name is Darian, and it's kind of like Sailor Moon for those guys who don't know. And I didn't even realize this till my husband told me, and I was like, oh man, I didn't think about that. So I was really, really happy about that they had twins. And I'm like, now they're going to have 3 babies because he's going to have a baby too. And what's going to happen? So I paused, and I'm sorry if it's a bit choppy right here, but like I said, I've had Sims. I had one pair of, like, it was a kitty girl and a kitty boy in the past, and they had twins unexpectedly, and like one I couldn't fucking find in their big mansion, and it got taken away, and I was devastated. So I like saved every 2.5 seconds to prevent anything bad from happening. And they're just so cute. They're like the best couple ever. And he's literally like the best dad I've ever played in The Sims. Like, on his own accord, he's like so doting, and he was like on the computer panicking too. There's like a moodlet, like if you don't think you're a good parent and you're stressed out. So the twins ended up not being aliens, but having their mom's coloration. So I was really like, is that because of the Wicked Whims interfering with that? Or I know that there are a lot of people, I've talked to people online who do tests to see, you know, genetically what are the odds of having an alien baby if one parent's an alien. So in this case, both of the babies were human. There was no smoky floaty feet, which I was so disappointed in because, like I said, I don't know if people manipulated that on TikTok, but I was like wanting little alien babies with smoky floaty feet. Like, that's what I wanted. But they're so precious, and they're absolutely amazing. So I don't know, this whole family, like the little girl is so naughty, and she's always fussy and throwing a tantrum, and the parents like are really, really good. So at this point, the Grim Reaper is like super popped out and ready to just have this baby. Every time his tummy would glow, they're so just eating pizza. I was just so excited. I'm like, is he going to have twins? Like, what if there's literally 2 sets of twins here? That'd be crazy. I noticed he ate a lot too. Like, I did have him eat at times, but he was like always going back for grilled cheese and hamburger cake and pizza. So it was super sweet. But I just love how he interacts with his own children, because like a lot of Sims are really dumb, you know, like they'll just like do their dishes in the fucking sink in the bathroom and then just like ignore their kids when they're starving to death. And like he's like checking on them all of the I'm not even kidding. It was such a trip how often he checks on them, except for the mom right here, because the little girl's playing in the toilet and it's not the cleanest. And I tried to have her give the baby a bath, but she ends up just kind of like staring at her for a minute. And I'm just like, bro, get your child out of the shitty toilet, please, and give her a bath. So she was like standing there, and I was like in a freaking frenzy at the time. So it all worked out, though. I made sure the baby got a bath because it would have just driven me. I know it's just a video game, but it would have driven me nuts thinking this poor little precious child. So, anyways, I wanted to show you this moodlet because of the different changes. So that's why that was zoomed in, because they're completely different from the female ones. And I was just waiting. Like, it took me like literally 2 hours, I think, just for this part, like for him to give birth. And I was like, fucking finally, it's here. And like, this is just something that I doubt is going to happen quite often. So here's the baby. I'm so excited. I was so like curious. What is it going to look like? What's it going to be like? And it was just super amazing. And she was like kind of panicking at first too, and I just thought that was really sweet, because it's biologically not hers, but it's obviously hers. So we named her Corey. I just kept what came out, and then I got the little achievement for an alien baby, because I was like the first one. Like, I've never done this before on Sims 4 at least, and it's blue, and she's so cute and precious, and he's just like freaking already taking care of everything. And it was just amazing. And now they like, I was expecting one baby, and then we got three, and it was just super duper precious. I love the little alien onesie too. Like, he's always busting his ass, I swear though. Like, it's all like, you just gave birth and you got to be doing that in front of everybody. So I obviously aged up the baby immediately, because I don't want that. It has an angelic trait. Like, I thought that was freaking cute. So now the baby's aged up, and we did give her a makeover. I gave her hair. I wish that there was blue hair, you know, for the babies. Like, the toddlers really just get ripped off in this game. Like, it's always bothered me. Like, it's so limited. But we ended up, I'll show you in a second, like, everybody's just hugging and playing, but we gave her some black hair so it can be a representative of her dad. And all the babies kind of have like darker clothes, just to, I wanted to have that vibe. Like, we're an alien reaper family. Hello. So that's kind of where I was going with. And they have their little pantuflas, their slippers, just because they're cozy little babies. They don't need to be dressed up at home. So anyways, you guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, had so much freaking fun, and I think I'm going to continue the story as well, because like, sometimes, you know, you're just doing experiments and you're like, fuck these Sims, and you get rid of them. But I think this is one that I'm going to keep for a while, and I think I'm going to have them have some more babies in the future, because I'm curious to see like if there's going to be other possibilities. But I'm not sure if using the mod Wicked Whims will interfere with that, because if she, the alien girl, were to procreate with just a human, I'm assuming that the chances would be a bit better. So I'm just not sure if using a mod interfered with that and just defaulted to having a baby. But in terms of the twins, I didn't use anything fancy. Like, she just had them on their own. If I did anything, I wasn't aware of it. And definitely for the Grim Reaper getting pregnant, like, I literally wasn't expecting that either. So it was just like it was an awesome surprise. So if you have any recommendations to continue the story, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next video.